Members of the National Service Providers Association and suppliers of the National School Nutrition Programme in KwaZulu-Natal are calling on the Education Department to speed up payments for services rendered. They staged a picket outside the department's offices in Pietermaritzburg today after not being paid since April. This is ahead of the reopening of schools next week. Suppliers say despite the issues, they are dedicated to fulfilling their commitment. And for more on this, we're now joined by the chairperson of the National Service Providers Association, Lindani Matiwane, and he joins us now via our video link. Lindani, thank you so much for your time this evening here on SABC News. I mean, we're back here talking about the school's nutrition program again in KwaZulu-Natal. One would say that, this is disheartening to have this discussion again when it comes to around the issues of payment for this nutrition program.
Thank you for having me again. Indeed, it's quite true what we are saying. It is actually disheartening. But there is nothing that we can do because we've got to come up and say exactly what is transpiring. As it is right now, I'm here very disappointed because I've just heard that the department responded to what transpired this morning when we submitted and delivered the MOU that we have sent to them. And they claim that they have paid us. That is very, very disappointing and insensitive, so to say, because I can assure you as it is right now, as I'm sitting here, suppliers haven't been paid. And we are not actually fighting about this. We were humbling and pleading to the department to come to the plate and actually help and assist us to be able to fulfill our role, our contractual obligation that we are supposed to fulfill, feeding the learners. We will do anything and everything possible in our powers to make sure that we feed our learners. Maybe something that people are forgetting is the fact that before we are business people, we are parents. These are our kids. These are our babies. We have to take care of them. Feeding them, it contributes towards the teaching and learning that we are actually all focusing on. So we want to fulfill our role. But I'm not sure what kind of a game are we playing if we come into the national media and claim that we have paid anyone and everyone. That is not true.
And Lindani, before we speak about the Department of Education, perhaps let's take a step back. I mean, we understand that, non-payments began from as early as, of course, the month of April. What were you told then by the department?
In April, it's always a no, every year in and out, because as you know, that April is a new financial year for the governmental departments. So there is a lot of paperwork needs to be done, a lot of new, approvals that need to be prepared and be issued. And obviously, maybe there will be a change of even the figures, whether in terms of the learners and what are they paying. So they claimed that they were busy preparing that. So even us, we have come to a situation whereby we have accepted that, we know that in April there will always be a delay. But after that, we do not expect any delays because the program, it's a national program. It's a grant national program, whereas the national financial department, the finance department, they send a 3 months in advance payment to our provincial treasury for us to be paid. As we are right now, we are speaking of April, May, and June. We know that there were funds for April, May, and June. So there shouldn't be issues for May and June and April to be paid in time or time, yes. But we do not know where the issues are, and we find ourselves in this dilemma.
And, as a province, what does it mean for you to be back here? I mean, there were issues last year when it comes to payments for the school's nutrition program. And you are now saying that, again, 3 months into this financial year, you are still not paid. And, schools are reopening soon. What does it mean for you to be back here where children will be back at school, but the services have not been paid? And this could actually jeopardize, whether these children will have a meal at school.
It's a disappointing situation, obviously. We shouldn't be here by now. We shouldn't be here. If there were any challenges, we should have talked about earlier. Around the table, discussed and come up with a solution. There is no need for such actions. In fact, maybe what one needs to emphasize as well is the fact that it gives a bad or a negative reflection to suppliers in terms of their credit score as well, because they are owing all the loan people, they do loans, which got interest, and those interests are accumulating. And there are no funds actually allocated for such expenses, So people end up robbing Peter to pay Paul, if you know what I mean, in order to survive and to keep the business going. But it's not the right thing to do.
Has the department, I know that you said that they communicated saying that monies have been paid, but has the department reached out to you to try and have some sort of meeting to see a way forward in this matter, instead of just saying that, well, the monies have been paid, but it's quite clear that you as the suppliers have not received this money?
Unfortunately not. And unfortunately, we haven't even received an email notifying of our emails, numerous emails, in fact, that has been sent previously, trying to get the attention of the department to come and engage and sit with us and engage with us. As you all know, that in May, we had elections, so there are new MCs as well. We've been trying to talk to the new MC. We haven't been able to get some joy, be given an opportunity to engage with him as well. But hopefully, one is crossing fingers that at some point we will be given that opportunity, because definitely what needs to be understood is the fact that we are not here fighting with anyone, but we are trying to resolve challenges that might occur and block us to be able to perform our duties up to the best of our ability.
Lindani, I really hope that this does indeed get resolved soon, because we know that, of course, schools will be reopening soon, and most children in this country make use of that feeding scheme, and most children rely on schools to get a meal or a plate of food. That's Lindani Matiwane from the NSPA, and he is the chairperson there, talking about the issues when it comes to non-payments from the KwaZulu-Natal province. And of course, this is for the school's nutrition program.